Hey guys, welcome back by this new video on Hands on Heart. My name is Koen, and in this video I'm gonna share one of my experiences that I've had on my first retreat of Dr. Joe Dispenza in 2019. And in the last 2.5 years I've been so grateful and also so inspired by all the testimonials that people put online that I thought this morning I'm also gonna make one, and I'm just gonna share one of my experiences in which I got a spontaneous healing during one of the meditations. And I'm incredibly grateful for the work that Dr. Joe Dispenza puts into the world, and it has had a really good and positive effect on my life and also on the life of a lot of people that I know. So in the end of this video, I will also still share a couple of other things that happened during the last 2.5 years. But I will now first share what happened during this retreat. So I think on the 5th day, on the Saturday of the retreat, in the morning you do a 4.5 hour pineal gland meditation. And for me this is always one of the highlights of the retreat. And to this first retreat I went to get more self-love, to get a more fulfilled life, to manifest things in my life. And during this one meditation, my entire cramped back got healed. So for around, I think at least for 10 years already, my entire back and especially upper back was completely cramped. And I went to physios and sometimes it became better, but it was always there. And after this meditation, it was completely gone. It was healed. And till today, it has been gone. And I find that just incredibly amazing. And I'm incredibly thankful for it as well. And so what happened there was that during this meditation, you actually go through your different energy centers. And you start with this, and then you go for 2 rounds into your pineal gland, and you activate the pineal gland that is in the center of your head. And during the first part of the meditation, where we went through the energy centers, for me there happened something incredibly mystical, and I will share in this video the physical part that happened there. And so what happened was that at one point we still had to sit up, but I was just pushed forward, and it could be by energy or whatever you want to call it, but I couldn't stop it. I was just pushed forward on my hands, on my knees, and I was laying on the ground, and I had the feeling that this weight was on top of me. And I was laying there, and I thought, okay, well, I have to surrender to this feeling, I have to surrender to this position, because I couldn't do anything else. And at one point, I heard Dr. Joe Dispenza say that we had to lay on our back, and everyone around me was laying on their back, and you have to imagine that this room, like everyone's laying quite close on each other, because you're laying there, so there's the entire room is taken. But I couldn't move, so I was just pushed down, and I thought, okay, then I just stay in this position. And at a certain point I got this voice in my head, and it said, okay, it's now time to stand up for yourself, and you have to get yourself out of this position. So I could almost not get myself off the ground, but I pushed myself off the ground till I was sitting, and then I just was more or less catched up, and I was laying onto the ground. And there I got an experience that I've never had before, and that was also very mystical. So out of a sudden, my body started moving without me doing it. I got more or less a Thai massage. And you have to think about it, that everyone was laying there around you, and for me, my arms started moving, and they were stretched to the side, my legs the same. And the most interesting thing, and I was even thinking it when I was laying there, it was amazing, because there were people around me, but every time that my hand landed somewhere, there was no one there. So it was exactly on the spot where there were no people, and I had my eyes closed, I couldn't see anything. So it was, I had the feeling that I didn't move my hands, but it was done for me. And so you lay first around, and this happened for a round, and then we had to sit up, and you go into your pineal gland, you activate your pineal gland, and after that one is activated, you go through the top of your head to your 8th center and you get energy into your body. And there I saw out of a sudden this golden ball of light going out of my body and then coming in again. And when we lay down again, it started all over again. So my body started moving again. There came a lot of emotions out, a lot of emotional release. And so everything so I was just moving around, I would say. And at one point, I also felt how this energy went into the top of my head and just went completely through all my organs, through my entire body. And just touched all the spots that were cramped. So I felt it going through there. I felt it going also through my legs. And at one point, I was laying there again. And there was one very interesting thing, because every time when more or less the healing stopped, 2 seconds later, or maybe half a minute later, Joe Dispenza gave again, for instance, said again to sit up, or after the second time, that the meditation was finished. So it was very interesting. It was like an intelligence that did a healing with me, but that knew exactly when the meditation was stopped, or when we went to another part of the meditation. And right before the meditation stopped, I was just laying still, and I didn't move anymore, and I also had the feeling that it was done. And then Joe Dispenza says, and always come back to me. So to come back to the room, to this place. And for me, it was like my heart was opened with love. My body was just completely, I would say refreshed. And the person that I was with there came, and I had to cry, and I got up, and out of a sudden I felt that my entire back was healed, or that my entire back was just completely, there was no tension, no cramps, it was just completely loose. And I didn't know that something like this could happen. So for me, this was just, it completely changed my life and my reality, and also what's possible. And I was incredibly grateful for this experience. And till today, it's actually, my back has been, just free. And I can tell you, if it's always cramped, it makes it it makes so much difference on your life quality when you just can move it normally, and you can, and you never feel their tightness. That's amazing. So that was my experience of that retreat, and I was very grateful. It changed my life. And so a couple of other things that happened in the last 2.5 years that manifested, or that happened, were, for instance, that I had already also for a very long time, I would say, chronic pain in my solar plexus, and that's completely gone, I think, since a half a year. And we created actually a life there where we can work anywhere in the world. So a company that can work anywhere in the world. We manifested things. I manifested a car. I manifested in my life, and we have had a lot of different healing sensations in the body. So it has been an incredibly nice experience, I would say, the last 2.5 years to do this work. And if I can recommend it, I would absolutely say that it's incredible to do, and that it can make so much, it can bring your life so much forward. So I hope that this inspires someone, that maybe it helps someone, or gives insight in what can happen. And I wish you guys all a beautiful day. And if you like this video, like it, leave a comment, write in the comments what happened to you during the meditations, or I always love to read these kind of stories. And share your story. And also, if you like this video, subscribe my channel, and have an amazing day. I'm sending all my love, and till a next video.